Wow. Taylor Riggs, co-host of The Big Money Show. Charles Payne, host of Making Money, right here on fabulous Fox Business. And back with us, Gerri Willis, Fox Business correspondent, who's so happy to be able to report on higher share prices.
Green.
Jesus, green. It's terrific stuff. Stocks and bonds. I want to start with you. This was a hell of a stock market rally. And it rolls back a lot of the bearishness. The bear correction is now rolled back. I guess my question is, when you looked at all these sectors, and I'm going to ask the same of Taylor, coming to you too, and Charles, what does it suggest? Does it suggest that the levels today can be held up? Yeah, sustained.
I'm not going to forecast where the stock market is going. I don't think it holds on to all these gains forever and a day. But this is a great sign that there is a lot of confidence in what the president just did. This is what the market wanted to see. This is what investors wanted to see. Watching airlines pop. Amazing, right? Airlines, typically a stock that doesn't do.
Did you say tech? Did the Mag 7 go up?
Mag 7 doing great. I mean, I was so excited. Unfortunately, though, when I first saw it, I was like, what's going on? And I was hitting my screen because I couldn't believe what I saw.
No, I get it. Taylor, I asked the same question of you. Is it sustainable? But this pause, you can look at it many different ways. It was a response to the stock market, which cracked up. Some bond market issues, credit market issues, maybe, okay. But also, the thought occurred to me, the pause is also, if he's got 75 countries and he has to do deals with them, that's going to take a while. You know, as I said in the rip, there's staff people and ambassadors calling home and this and that, and arguing back and forth and in and out of the Oval Office, and I bet you Trump himself will get plenty involved in this. I mean, it's a 90-day pause. It could be a longer pause also. And that's why I'm thinking maybe stocks will actually keep rising and maybe business will get a little more confidence.
I think this was the first of many things that the market wanted to hear. We wanted to know that the retaliatory tariffs that we had a week ago on Liberation Day were indeed what Scott Bessent confirmed the maximum, and that was to bring people to the negotiating table. I think the market would also like to hear going forward details of some of these deals that are coming out. To your point, I think Scott Bessent said some of these trade agreements are thousands of pages. So I agree that takes time. But again, this was first good news. And then let's talk about Japan, which is the largest holder of U.S. Treasuries, for example. Really good that they're at the top of our list in terms of people with whom we are negotiating. The market, I think, to sustain big moves like this would want to see a little bit more details, because I don't want to be negative here. But remember, 125% tariff on China isn't nothing. And so, again, I think it'll hurt their economy more than it will hurt ours. But it's not nothing. And so I think the market does.
It ends their economy.
It does.
Charles, I'll go to you. Maybe you disagree. Feel free. But my point is, their economy was basically based on government subsidies to the manufacturers. Those subsidies went down to cheap wages and selling them. But selling them to the United States, which is the biggest market in the world. 125% tariff, I think, ends that model. And if you end that model, you basically end China.
Yeah, and this is where the pure free traders, that talk about Ricardo and comparative advantage. Comparative advantage is if a country really can do something well. What they do well is subsidize and cheap labor. That's not a real comparative advantage.
And copy. They copy
still slash copy. I dissected this market in several ways. First and foremost, the earnings from Delta this morning were phenomenal. So we keep getting this soft data on how consumers are recoiling. Well, how did they recoil? Delta's earnings were phenomenal. A 20% spike in mortgages to purchase homes. So people are maybe telling folks that they're nervous, but they're going about their business. They have been so far in a positive way. So again, a battle between soft data and hard data. The hard data is really jobs report. It's been really phenomenal. So you have those names up, airlines are up, semiconductors really caught my eye with the China's retaliation. When I saw NVIDIA out the gate, then Advanced Micro, those stocks really, really caught my eye. And then the top of the list, Restoration Hardware up 29%. Remember, they had a bad earnings report. Then when China said, okay, we're going to, Vietnam, that report, that first post that Trump put out last week from Vietnam, when he put that post out, Restoration Hardware was $123 a share. Fast forward, just 4 days later, it's $192 a share.
Wow.
So they're at bankruptcy's door.
What does that mean? Tell me what that means.
You started off on the show. The blockade.
Okay.
So people say, well,
Okay.
why would you have these crazy tariffs on Laos and Cambodia and Vietnam? It wasn't just because of them and our relationship with them. It was so China wouldn't have an exit to cheat in these deals.
Yes, that is so important.
Yeah.
That is so important. Lo and behold, Vietnam and those Asian countries, they can make their own factories. They don't need China factories. They don't need China manufacturing. And in political terms, they fear China. They don't like them. I mean, a communist Vietnam, and God knows we have a long history in Vietnam, all right? A communist Vietnam is very much opposed to China and wants to work with the United States. It was the communist leader who really was the first guy to get on the horn with Trump, right? So this is why I say China is not, I don't want to make this all about China, but China is completely boxed in. Xi Jinping has made every bad decision possible, and Trump has outfoxed him. That's the part I like the best.
Did you see Jamie Dimon this morning on Maria Bartiromo?
No.
He talked about how China is surrounded by countries
There it is.
that don't
Right.
like them.
There it is.
And then he talked about the US of A, which has friends to the north, friends to the
Yes.
south, and is now, bringing in Europe with this new policy.
And Taylor, I think this will, 2 points. One is, with 75 countries, and it may wind up being 100 countries, the EU is going to come in at some point, and they probably want to cut their own deals, by the way. But whatever, I wouldn't be surprised if the pause was paused longer, okay, in good faith. Okay, because Trump's very smart about this. He sees the stock market going up. And second of all, I think China's demise is a win for us. Maybe it didn't have to be that way, okay? But the world is flocking to the United States, okay? And that means they'll not only invest in the U.S., they'll build factories in the U.S., or they'll expand factories in the U.S. You've never seen a starker contrast between the stupidity of a dictatorship, which always winds up killing itself, and the wonder brilliance of a free democracy.
Well, and this is what you were saying on our show, right, which we loved having you during the breaking news.
Thank you.
Is he was able to show the rest of the world that China doesn't play fair.
Right.
By having everyone else negotiate and China saying, okay, well, I'm going to cry and I'm going to go to 84% because how dare you, USA, we're China, don't screw with me. They were able to show everyone who they really are. So when Trump was able to roll back the tariffs on our allies, we have now isolated them to show they escalate, they cheat, they devalue our currency, they might be selling our bonds. They're the bad actors. Come to us. I hope, and I do not think this, I hope that this is countries that understand that this is the way that Trump does deals. I hope this doesn't ruin our good faith negotiations, and I don't think it will, but I hope these countries really understand that if you listen to Trump a week ago, if you listen to Besson a week ago, they said, don't retaliate and we will be okay.
Right.
And if you didn't, a week later, lo and behold, the crystal ball,
You're rewarded.
Rewarded.
Yes.
And so that's the way he does business. And it does mean that we can negotiate in good faith in the long term.
Charles, last word to you, sir. I'd like to see this. You hinted at this. The deal making, how about a little transparency? Give us a scorecard, like get us up to date. It's like Elon Musk, gives you a scorecard daily on Doge about what he's cutting and who he's firing and so forth. I mean, it'd be nice if we get progress reports so we know this thing's percolating along.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, listen, let's not forget the big deal, too, the South Korea. Because on Friday, when you had the ministers from South Korea, Japan, and China linking arms, and then China said the market has spoken, knowing that we're so watching the market tick by tick. This morning, I saw the South China Morning Post saying that they laid out even more offers for supply chains, which makes us even bigger news. I think we'll get them. I think what they're trying to do probably is craft a big deal with someone to make the template.
Right.
That'll be your template. All the other nations can see this is how it's done. And that should expedite the process. So I feel pretty good. Remember,
tweak
Trump just said moments ago he thinks we'll have a deal with just about everyone. These are paraphrasing what Trump just said. Yeah. So get that one big, nice, juicy one out there. That's the focus. Everyone else, get your act together and let's get on board.
I got it. One big, beautiful trade deal.
There you go.
Charles brings out the best in me.
He brings out the best in everyone.
He does a lot. Did nobody like it? Thank you, Gerri Willis, Charles Payne, Taylor Reeves. Gerri Willis, congratulations
Finally, some green.
You congratulations.
And you picked the dress before the announcement.
You can catch Taylor on the Big Money Show, along with his co-hosts Jackie DeAngelis, Dagan McDowell, and Brian Brenberg, weekdays from noon to 2 p.m. Eastern. Of course, Charles, right after that show on Making Money, weekdays at 2 p.m. Eastern. All of it right here on Fabulous Fox Business.